Welcome to the stream. It's Dragonspirit Games, where coding's like
Dragon Spirit wakes up, he's ready to fight. Eat sea code for breakfast, lines of pure delight. Chews on pixel art while sipping his tea. Father of two, but gaming's his glee. Proud husband vibes, family on his mind, creating Gaia's game, one of a kind. Accessibility rules, he makes it all fair. No one gets left behind. Dragonspirit care. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream. Dragonspirit, master of code and play, saving the day in his own quirky way. Boss fights at night while the kids are asleep, chewing on pixels and marbles to keep. Gaia's game grows with every new line. Father, husband, coder, yeah, he's doing just fine. Accessibility first so everyone can join. In his game world, he's the king of the coin. From MSF lobbies to Trackmania speed, Dragonspirit plays with style and good deed. Climbing the ranks in MSF, watch him soar. Pixel crunching warrior, always wanting more. Hollow Knight battles and marbles on stream. Trackmania tracks, racing through his dream.
you're not hearing. Now you are hearing me. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are hearing me fine. It's Monday evening. That means we're gonna stream again. I'm not feeling too great, to be honest. I've been talking to Mimir about this a little bit. Mimir and me, we're gonna collab stream today, so I'm gonna have to figure things out as we go, because I've never done this either, neither did he. So this is a little new for us, and I'm gonna basically try first to get his link working. So, well, let's put it here on this screen. So let's see if we can actually get this to work. Because if this works, then it's just a matter of doing the browser, and it should be the blah blah. Where is it? Add existing. And go down to the stream together, and then it should have a different URL, which is fun because now I'm getting a different thing. Let's see if I can do this. There. Okay, does that help? No. I just see myself. Looks like. Oh wait, what? Yes, I do get. I get memory bytes. There we go. Here we go. There you go. There, right. That corner. That's mirrored. Sorry. In that corner, right there. Here you see memory bytes. Hi there, Mimir Bytes. I don't know if you guys would be able to hear him, but he's also live right now, so I'll give him a little bit of a shout out so you guys can also you guys can also go ahead and follow him. I don't know if this works like this, because right now I don't think it's in my chat, but yes, it works. Go ahead and show some Dragon style love to Mimir Bytes. They were last seen doing software and game development. We're going to do our first ever live coding battle. And it's funny because he's working in Godot and I'm working in Unity. So I can already tell you he has the advantage of starting a project. I already created the project, but probably he's even faster creating a project and loading it than me loading it. But yeah, we'll figure this out. Anyway, I'm right now also streaming my screen to him so he can see me and see what I'm doing. But yeah, what I was saying, I'm not feeling great. I had a huge lunch this afternoon. It wasn't meant to be this big because it was just a goodbye of one of my colleagues. My goodness, what a lunch that was. Hey, Captain Anosa, I'm part of the indie game developers team. I am. Right on. You don't have any clips. Memory Bytes should have some clips. That would definitely help. Oh, I can actually see him right now going, and he's sharing his screen on my my end, so I can see what he's doing. But I'm seeing his camera, which is fine. So you guys get over and also have a look at Memory Bytes so we can have something together. And now I'm gonna just switch to my new setup for live coding battle, and hopefully that works the same. Well, he's getting a little blurry first, but there you go, he's here. We got everything. I can hear him in my head if he's talking. I've set up 2 new redeems, not that many, but just 2. One of them is you can name the next enemy, and the second one is that you can tell me not to use my mouse for 2 minutes. That's a big sabotage one. For that, of course, you need 1,250 points. You're not going to get that for free. So if you're new to the stream, you will not be able to sabotage me just now. At least you will need to follow. You already get 300 points that way. So you can get the first redeem right off the bat. You can do that whenever you want. So whatever we get there, you can actually change the name of my next enemy, so we can name him in the Unity editor basically. And I don't think that Memory Bytes has the same setup with redeems, but you know, you can also shout in his chat. And if all is well, we should be sharing chat. So anyone, everybody who types in my chat also will end up in the chat of Memory Bytes and vice versa. So that's easier. We can try that right now. Let's see if it works. Then you tell me, Memory Bytes, if you see this. Test chat. Here we go. He's, Captain Onosa is waving to you, Memory Bytes. And I will, right now, before I forget this, I will also have to go live on TikTok, because I said I would be triple streaming, so I will be triple streaming. Let me get that done. If it wants to work, because I have a lot of stuff going on, and for whatever reason, it doesn't really like that. Almost there. I'll talk you guys through it until we get there. Anyway, it's a lot of stuff. Yes, I see typing from you. I guess you did that in your own stream, Memory Bytes, but I'm not sure. I guess on the browser we should be able to see it where it comes from. Usually it says.
I'm sharing my screen over to you.
Okay.
So I don't stream for myself.
You're not streaming. I thought you were. Okay. Doesn't matter if you're not streaming yourself. It's a little different. Yeah. But anyway, give this guy some love and follow him anyway. If he would be streaming, it would be easier. Maybe you guys could also go over there. But so we're not streaming together as much. But he's also working on this, and
yeah, I can activate it if
might be easier, because I am sharing your camera. I'm sharing your camera, so I'm not sharing your screen. So probably it's easier if you do that. If you're going live, then you will see that we're actually going to have the same setup, and that we can actually type in our own chats. Something with setup. Yeah, sure. All's in. There you go. Incredible. Welcome in. I hope you're having an amazing Monday. I hope you're feeling better than I am. I mean, my stomach is really, really not happy with me. Lunch for saying goodbye to a colleague is a nice idea, but when the lunch is a plate that has a topping like this, like, whoop, like it was like this big, I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm trying to eat that stuff. But hey, there we go. Now we have shared chat. That's it. So whenever I type in my chat, you guys will be able to also get it to the chat. And you see a little icon in front of it that it came from the channel of Mimir Bytes. So here we go. And now you guys see his camera on my stream. And maybe if... yes, what?
Dragon.
Yes.
You can also use the screen share as an input for your OBS, like if you do with my webcam. It's just a little bit lower on. It's the last item of the key.
Okay, what am I doing? Oh, sorry, what? What am I supposed to do?
You have to include my webcam. You have to include my webcam in
yes.
With the browser link.
Yes, if you copy that browser link and add it to your own overlay.
Replace the browser link for my webcam.
Uh-huh.
No. If you use screen share link instead of my webcam browser link, you can actually share my screen as well.
Can I do that?
So we should both.
Okay, let me see how that is. Oh, wow, okay. What? Ah! So new this. I'm such a professional. Okay, opening link. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Let's add another.
Doing that every time.
Yeah, every day of the week I'm doing this, guys. So I'm super good at this, as you can tell. Live screen broadcast. Okay, let's see. And then I have to put the URL in. I guess that is 1920 by 1080. Mimir Bytes and Ryan Wiley. I always say it wrong. I'm so sorry about that. So let's see. Where's the live stream broadcast? Still get myself, I have the feeling. Oh, there it is. There it is. Takes a long time before it actually loads. I'm gonna put that underneath your camera. So there you go. That means you guys will see a little bit less of my own screen, but that's it. We're learning here. Anyway, I will introduce you guys to what we're trying to do today, what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be something that I've never done before. I don't know if anybody else here has ever done something like this before. I've done game jams before, but I've never done a live game dev battle inside of a stream. So how is it going, Ryan? It's going pretty good, I must say, except for the fact that my stomach doesn't like me so much because I ate too much at lunch. And let's see how we go, because I spent a long time in the toilet. It was not exactly charming. And I don't want to end up having to rush out in the middle of the stream because it's not going too well. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I see that TikTok is refusing to go live. I don't know why. Probably because it doesn't like me being on Twitch, being on Edge and on Chrome, because only on Chrome I can go live with streaming together and all the other shit that I'm doing at the same time. So I think it's getting a little bit overloaded here. It just doesn't want to load. So I hope it will eventually do it. I can say that high computer taxing, I don't care. Just work. Just work. Work. Go live. I told you live doesn't work yet. Anyway, and unless it's gonna eventually work, let's just explain the rules of today. Well, rules. I mean, let's not make it that big of a deal. It's not rules per se. What we're gonna do is both Mimir Bytes and me, we are going to try and make a Space Invaders version. Simple as we can do it in the short time. You can't hear Mimir. I don't know if I will fix that, because then I will also have to actually add more sound.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they don't hear you because I have not gotten the audio on. Let's see if I can do that. Hey, okay, Patrick, welcome in. I'm gonna try and get Mimir Bytes' audio, right? Sorry. Stream together audio. Let's see if I can actually do that. And okie dokie. And I want that to be not Explorer but Chrome. That should be it. Okay, now try to say something, please. Mimir?
Hello, hello. Test, test.
There you go. You should be audible now for everybody else.
Can you hear me?
Okay, test. I think so. I think it works. I see it moving, so it should be. Heard it, he says. Incredible, hears it. Good. So, what we're going to be doing, we're going to make Space Invaders the game as simple as we can with as limited. What does this do? Oh man, no mouse allowed for 2 minutes. That means I cannot even probably start my Space Invaders Game Jam battle solution unless I figure out how I'm gonna do that without. Oh man, there. You're mean, man. I don't even know if I can do it. Oh, there, yeah, there. I'm almost there. Yeah, there. So. So let's start my solution, because I saw you.
Only for you, or?
Yeah, I have that redeem, so I have that redeem. You don't have the redeem, I think. So yeah, that means for 2 minutes, and that was 2013 more or less. I'm not allowed to use my mouse.
So if you want to start some sort of timer.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but that I cannot do without the mouse. Am I allowed to do that with the mouse, please? Because I don't know how to get to my OBS source without my mouse. I'm going to turn that one on, okay, right? So we have a timer, and hopefully it's a little visible. I don't think it's very visible because my screen is black right now. But it's right there, game jam time, and it's set to 2 hours. That's not correct. It should be 3 hours. Return the points. Focus on the jam. Anyway, well, I think for 2 minutes I will be loading my solution anyway, so I can keep talking and it will be fine. That's it's meant for you guys to mess with us. Already being messed with. Super nice. Thank you so much, okay, Patrick. Yes, I'm starting it. So you can start and start working. So we're gonna make we're gonna make our own Space Invaders clone and keep it as basic as possible. I thought of making a redeem that you're not allowed to use any sprites. I guess you're allowed to use sprites. If not, then you just use basic shapes. And we see how far we can get in the amount of time that we have. I was thinking of 3 hours, but let's do 2 hours and 60 minutes to see how far we are gonna get. Yeah, actually, Ryan Wiley, Incredible, is right now working together with David, who's also a regular in our stream, and they're making a 3D/VR version of a game, a puzzle game that they made called Be Positive. And I don't know about the music because Incredible is already doing music, but does it have any voice that it might need Incredible? Because you know Ryan Wiley is a great voice artist. So if you need a voice actor for anything, even a menu text, then he's your guy. You really should consider it. Anyway, hey, Tom Likes Lemons, welcome in. First time chat, always nice to have a first time chat. I mean, I'm going to lose this. You guys can tell, right? I think I'm already allowed to use my mouse again because 2 minutes are already well over and I'm still loading. And in the meantime, Mimir Bytes is already building. That's how it goes. That's what I was saying before. Like Godot, I'm not really too keen on the engine. It's not really for me. But then again, if you see how fast it is with loading a project, starting a project and all that stuff, there it has Unity beat by a mile. Mile, really. So yeah, and you don't really need to install it either, right? You just start it from the get-go. You don't have to install anything there. Am I wrong? No, right? I think it's not going to go live here on TikTok. I'm going to try one more time. I wanted to do that live battle, but if it doesn't really work, then it's game over for TikTok Live. Next week again, with less browser stuff. Do it in Unreal. Yeah, if I do it in Unreal, I think my computer is going to explode. So I'm willing to do a lot of things, but not let my computer explode. Okay, so I turned off TikTok Live. I don't think we're going to be going live on TikTok. It's not possible. We are live, however, also on YouTube, so you can also see it in YouTube. AAA Space Invaders. Yeah, man. Let's first of all try and load the project. Hey, do I not see you anymore? Mimir Bytes, where did you go? Ah, you turned off your camera, right? I think Mimir Bytes is still here, but he's no longer sharing his camera. He's sharing his screen somehow, but I don't think you should do that. You're already streaming, so unless you went offline. Did he go offline? Jam Master, yeah. You are like a Jam Master, Incredible. You make game jam games like all the time. I think Mimir Bytes is offline, right? Can somebody confirm if he's still online or not? Oh, you're still here? Okay. But I don't see your stream or anything of your stream anymore. Let me confirm if it's still online. Mimir Byte, it says so. Let me open that. Aren't you guys in team? Why 2 different engines? Well, we're not in a team. And I played his game the other day, and he does stuff in Godot, and I do stuff in Unity. So, yeah, we're 2 different teams. My stream together window shows that we're still here, but I don't see him anymore. Now I don't see myself. Ah, there we go. Now I see you again. So you were offline for a bit.
Yeah, I had to close my OBS.
See?
I don't know what happened.
See, it's not me. It was you.
Maybe. Possible. Yeah, I leave the OBS closed, so the performance drop isn't that big.
Captain Onosa, I don't know if I'm following Captain Onosa already, of course I do. Of course I do. Anyway,
So,
it's kind of cool to do this together. This is it's fun.
yeah,
Look at this, guys. I'm finally getting a Unity screen. I think Mimir Bytes is already done.
yeah, Godot, exactly.
So Mimir Bytes, I don't think you're
Almost there.
OBS. You're not really live, right?
And no, I just had to close it.
Okay. Okay. Well, now that you are doing that, let me put my sleeves up a little bit here, so I can actually start doing something. Here we go. We got something. So let's create an empty object here, and let's create a player object. We're gonna create a player object with things in it. I'm gonna make it just in the first place with just sprites, simple sprites. Let's use where are you, a square, and let's call that the player base. Player base. Here we go, and I will have to make that a little bit bigger, I guess, or maybe different. I don't know what my spaceship is gonna look like. For now, let's just put it like this. Once per stream, it's once per stream per guy, and there's 2 times that I allow that to be done, because otherwise it gets really hard to do everything without a mouse, right? And you guys can sabotage me, but so far not yet Mimir Bytes, so it's already not fair, because this guy is much faster, because he just starts and I cannot. So that's not fair.
Maybe change the engine.
Change engine, yeah, that's a smart one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this, duplicate it twice, and let's create, why the heck is this not in 0, by the way? Let's put it in 0, I want it reset, and then let's put this in, make it smaller. TikTok is banned here, so Twitch will have to do for now, yeah. It's not banned really, but you know, these guys are trying to make it sound worse than it is. Position -2. Yeah, this should also be 0, right? Why is that not 0? And why is that also not 0 then? What the heck? Okay. Should be much smaller. Let's put it 0.5 or something, and then the Y is the same. Gonna be my thruster or something. Thruster. Hello, thruster. Thruster left. How about Instagram? Is Instagram allowed? Yes, it could be, right? Kill. Why is that so weird? Let's not do that.
Let's see, create the noise texture.
Should definitely not be like this. 2, and let's put this to 0 also. Let's put this to 0.5. Let's put this to the same that it is, but a little smaller, I would say. 1. Yep. 1. Let's call this thruster right. Thruster right. Sing mode. Oh my god. I'm going to have to try and sing also. All right. Try to focus while singing. These guys are really
relentless.
seriously, right? They're relentless to me. Anyway, okay. What song do I need to sing? Okay, Patrick. Especially okay, Patrick seems to be in the mood for sabotaging today. Yeah, come on, join us for sure. So I'm going to rely a little bit here on on my friendly neighborhood moderator, Incredibro, so that he can at least maybe take care of the joining and all the little messages that we have, because then I don't have to do that, at least, because otherwise it'd get be a little bit. Dragon Spirits, I'm in that one, or do you have your own? No, it's mine, indeed. It's the same one, Dragonspirit Games. So it's for Gaia the game, indeed.
Where is that damn
The song I hear last. Oh, I have to think about that one. I don't know which song I heard last. Oh my goodness. You're being extra mean today to me, aren't you? Okay, Patrick. I'm gonna have to do 0.8. What song? I know which song I heard last. I heard the last song that I heard today was Volbeat. Not Alone. Not Alone. So that was pretty fun, because it's a song singing, counting all the assholes in the room. Well, I'm definitely not alone. I'm not alone. You're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a fool. Well, it's just like me, you. And I know you too. Something like that. Okay, we have a player base, we have a thruster right. Yes, counting all the assholes in the room, indeed. I'm sorry, it's not really moderator friendly, but I was singing Volbeat, and the song is called Still Counting or something. Volbeat, Still Counting. If you wanna see the lyrics yourself, I'm not just saying that. Counting all the assholes in the room. Well, I'm definitely not alone. Well, I'm not alone. You're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a fool. Well, that's just like me, ooh-hoo, and I know you too. So yeah, that was one of probably the last one in my playlist today when I was driving home. So yep, that was the song that I heard. Okay, so without further ado, I have to keep going, because this guy that I'm fighting is much further. I'm sure he's already writing code. I don't even have a player model.
Me neither. I have to see, but it's empty. I do the level first.
Front thruster / gun, I guess. The thrusters are also my guns. They're gonna be my guns. I'm gonna make that a little narrower than the other one, so 0.8 or something, I don't know. And then I'm gonna have to place it a little higher, like 0.5 or something, minus 0.5 is that, or 0.5, I never know that. 0.5, 0.1, 1, maybe, 1, point, no, I don't want to make it a little smaller, 0.8. So, I'm gonna try and make this a ship. Name, have a Patrick. Cool. Bye. You're leaving immediately. Okay, Patrick. My goodness, making it harder for me, and then he's leaving. My goodness. Okay. Well, I will make sure that the first enemy that I create has the name OK Patrick, or Patrick at least. So yeah, we're gonna have quite a heck of a work here for us. So. Let's first of all change the background color of the camera. I'm going to make it black, because we're in space, right? And we're going to make it easier on ourselves to do this. So let's, I would say we need to put this into a prefab. So before I do that, let's create a folder for that. Create folder, prefabs, and put in the player prefab here. There we go. Boom, I've got a player. Nice. I'm not saying it's beautiful, but it's there, and we're going to be able to do something with that, hopefully. So on this player, I'm going to be able to put some extra components, and I'm going to have to make another component that I will definitely use. It's also going to be a sprite, actually going to be a square also, and it's going to be the projectile. I'll definitely need one of those, and let's make sure that I don't show at the moment the player, so I can work on the projectile a little easier. Let's make that a lot smaller, so 0.1, maybe even less, 0.005. 1, 0, 1, yeah, that should be okay. But then the height should be like 0.05, yeah, that's too little. 0.5, no, 0.2, yeah, that should be okay. That should be okay. Player.cs will take care of two things, move and shoot. Right. True. And I actually should have done this different. I'll do this again, but I'll give them this one a little empty parent here. And that's going to be the projectile. Projectile, and the other one is going to be the projectile graphics or object.
This is where the fun begins.
Exactly, this is where the fun begins. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. Right. Okay, so projectile will need a script for sure. So let me already create a folder here with scripts. Folder, scripts. And we're going to make a player CS player. There we go. And a projectile. Then we already can do something. Sharp script, projectile. And then we're going to have enemies, and we're going to have different enemies. We're going to have waves. We're going to have patterns that they can fly and whatever, whatnot. So let's make at least one of the enemies right now, because we're going to have to name it Patrick. Yeah, you can laugh all you want, but they're not doing it to you yet. But I would say, guys, in his chat, also sabotage him a little bit. Make him do something that he's not doing yet. So maybe make him name something, or make him sing, or whatever. He might not have to redeem, you should just tell him to sing. What was that? I saw all sorts of...
You have to write it down in your chat.
Yeah, write it down in the chat and make sure that it's at Mimir Bytes, so he knows that he has to do this. Because now you guys are sabotaging only me. It's such a good time. I'm having a ball. I am having a good time. This is fun. Okay. I might have to find a way to do a star scene without actually making a star scene, because that's a little bit harder. And I'm going to think that I need to scale this entire thing down a little bit. So 0.5 maybe, 0.5, there we go. Maybe even smaller, but we'll see that later. For now, this is just enough. I don't know why everything is always so weird for me in the editor lately. It's like going weirder and weirder. Anyway, I should try and see more or less what the size of the screen is, so I can position it a little better. I'm going to decide on whether I want my player to be only going horizontal or have also to go up and down. I think horizontal for the first part of this game, and then we can always see if we can make it better by going up and down, right? And I think we'll have power-ups. You need a handicap, you're good. Am I? Am I? What? I'm looking over at Mimir Bytes. What the heck is he doing with my logo?
I make the player spread.
He's making me the player. My goodness.
Maybe I also will replace it with the Mimir logo and use Sprite as the enemy. I don't know.
Oh, that's actually a good one. Now you're talking. I should maybe make you an enemy in mine. So let's make the first enemy. We're gonna go call Patrick. That's the first type of enemy that I will get. What's going on? Okay, so Patrick needs to be reset to 000. And then we're gonna have some components to make him look like something. I have no clue what he will look like, actually. I think I'm going to make a few blocks together to make him look something interesting. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this. It's really difficult. So let me, again, turn off my player so it's not in the way. Let's make a few squares. What should an enemy look like? Space Invaders have different kind of looks. And what should a Patrick look like? These are the questions that are big enough to answer the universe. Okay, so I guess this could be a 1. This could be 0.5. And then I'll repeat some blocks on the bottom so we can have a sort of cohesive thing. And this one, Patrick, is all talk and no shooting, so he doesn't throw actually anything at me. So he's the nice guy. You wouldn't think that because he threw me under the bus like immediately in my stream, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Mr. Nice Guy.
yeah. I'm gonna have to
Win?
win, or are you out?
In or out? What? No time for questions, just action. In or out. Well, then I'm out.
Tentacles. I'm gonna give him tentacles. Tentacle 1. There we go. So this is gonna be his body. And we have a tentacle that's going to be like smaller, of course. This is going to be, I don't know, let's say 0.2. 0.2. Now let's move that around a little bit. Should go down. Go there. Let's see, 0.4. Yeah, that should be good. And then the position of this one is in the middle. So tentacle 1, a tentacle middle. I will call it tentacle middle so I can identify it later. Okay, tentacle middle. Then I need to make exactly the same for the other ones. So let's just take these ones out. It's easier to do it from this one. Duplicate. Here we go. Tentacle left. And that should go to an X position of minus 0.4 or something. Ah, perfect. Perfect, guys. Why did I call it left and a tentacle left? No idea. And we'll order them a little bit better afterwards. So this is going to be 0.4 then. But on the other side, 0.4. Oh, perfectly fine. This is perfect. And if this one is going to go with projectiles, which is going to be an easy way to do it, I'm going to do the projectile right from the middle one, middle tentacle. Makes most sense. If I'm upgrading him, he might actually have 3 of those, but I try not to do too much. My biggest problem is always that I do too much, right? I'm going to head out. Have a great day, all. Mimir Bites on my way, Commander. He's going towards you, huh?
Yeah, have a good one.
He's not going away, it's just going to you.
On my way. Yeah, he's going into battle, I assume.
He's going into battle,
So where the fuck is he?
So let's see. What color should our Patrick be? I would say Patrick is gonna be not gray. Let's say red. Let's say we go for red. Easiest color to pick. Something I can do with no issue. Just up and do that for all of those. Up. I just hope that nobody will come to the same thought of doing that mouse taking away. That was not funny. Anyway,
The player's moving already.
my goodness, I'm behind. But I'm gonna try
I also
and.
have like randomly generated levels.
What? You have randomly generated levels already?
Hey,
How did you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that so fast?
what should I say?
You had this before? You're cheating on me here?
No.
Okay. Gonna have to up my ante here a little bit. Enemies. Okay, so the first enemy is a Patrick. There we go. We can instantiate that guy later, right? And we're gonna have to have, in my scripts, we're gonna also have to have a game manager. Because obviously we want to instantiate stuff, set up a level. We're not going to do that just by putting it in the player or in the projectile or something like that. And I guess we're going to also have an enemy script. Just let me create all the scripts that I think I'm going to need. And then I'm going to work on doing all the stuff that I need. Okay, so enemy script. Here we go. First of all, let's make sure that we can make a player move. That's going to be nice, right? And we will put Patrick to rest for now. He's there, but we don't have to have him inside of the screen so long. It's he's going to be coming back when the player actually moves. Here we go. Here's the player. Let's put my player in the actual position where we want him. So let's say, I don't know how big the screen will be. So -5 or something. No, that's too much. -4. -4 seems perfect. And I think on the left and the right side of the screen, I will have something like an interface where you can see a score or something. Because you also have to know a score, right? So an enemy will have base objects, and we will have to make sure that we know what his score will be. If I shoot him, that's 1 point or 10 points or 20 points or whatever. And in the game manager loop, I will have to make sure that I update that as well. So I'm going to have later, because I don't want to do this just yet, I'm going to make sure that I also add the UI for this. But first, let me add the script to the player object. Let's go to the Patrick object and add him an enemy object. Let's go to the projectile. No, I didn't mean to open the script. That's not what I was. It was what I was saying. I just clicked wrong. That's not fair when that takes so long. I didn't want to open the code just yet, man. Jesus, this is too much.
Yeah, I use the noise texture for filling up walls into my tile set.
Ah, you're actually using a tile set. You're thinking of having tiles for that? Well, let's.
I think so. Yeah, the idea is like not shooting the aliens like usually, like in the old school Space Invaders. So it's more like my idea is a mix between Breakout and Space Invaders. So
okay.
shooting a ball which can collide with the tiles and jump around, and if you hit the enemy ships, they get destroyed. That's the idea.
Okay,
So
cool.
I needed like a random field time map to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and work in patterns. So my enemies will come in waves with different patterns. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. Although I've never done that before. So that might be a challenge. I have to answer my wife just for a second. No problem, but... Right, okay. So we got Patrick, his little thing, and we got Projectile, his script, so all of those are done. Let's see, because the Patrick has several things. Projectile also has a projectile object. Pretty basic stuff. I guess my player needs a color, right? My player needs a color. I guess what I can do is that the base will be red or something, and the thrusters have a different color, or white, and the rest has a different color. You guys have any suggestions for me here? That also something you are allowed to control if you want. What should I do with the color for the thruster, for example? I think the base should be white, and maybe the front thruster also. No, I don't think so. I want to have them different colors. I'm just gonna make them. What should I do? Blue? For now, they will fall away in the background, but that's on the editor only. See there, here, this one. Yeah, let's do that. Just basic blue. Oh, that's not exactly basic blue, right? Should be 00255. Otherwise, I will never get the same color. Okay, that color, and then put that also on this one. Blue. Okay, 00255. Perfect. 00255. Perfect. We got 3 thrusters that have a different color than the ship. So now the ship has something more special, and it doesn't just look white. And it probably is also easier for that to actually see the projectiles coming out of the thrusters, or basically, I guess I will also be calling it cannons. So in the beginning, I will shoot only from the top thruster. Then later I will also be having power-ups, and I can shoot from the left and the right thruster. At least that's the idea. First of all, I have to make sure that the player can move, because right now I don't have that even in place, and that's not exactly good. Right, so let's first take out the mumbo jumbo that Unity always puts in that I don't need. Let's put that all out. Here we go. And what do we want to know of a player? Well, we want to know basically its health. So let's put a serialized object here, serialized field, and let's call that float player health. And let's start at 100. I don't know. Serialized field, float, base damage or something, base damage. It's 10F? Yeah, it should be okay. Let's see, what else do we want? Oh, it says my Visual Studio wants to update, but not now. Postpone. Otherwise, I will get a problem, and that will be a bigger problem than not being able to use my mouse. I don't know if you've ever seen that kind of stuff happening, but then obviously whenever you have to update it while you're streaming, it will take hours to update. It's always the same. It never does this when you don't need it, but it always does take a ton of time when you do need it. Anyway, so should I use the new input system or just go for the old-fashioned input system? I guess old-fashioned, just make it easier, right? Take damage, we can already do that, I guess. That's pretty easy. Die, sounds good. Void die, players died. Okay, well, here I'm getting a little bit help of the engine a little bit, or of Visual Studio, because it helps me write my code. That's something I like. I already will need to have a die, of course. Player has died, so
AI support, huh?
not AI support. This is not AI support, mister. This is just basically
always those vibe codes.
Not vibe coding, man. If you want vibe coders, by the way, you should go definitely check out David. And I'm hoping that Incredible is still here, because then he can give a shout out to him, because he's right now, well, maybe not right now, but most of the times, multiple times a day now, working on the game of Incredible and David together, which I was talking about before. That's a 3D and VR game that they're making called Be Positive, and they're making it for Steam, so they already actually got accepted into GDC, so they're going to GDC with that game, which is freaking awesome. I'm very proud of that for them. So yeah, we should do something. I guess in this case we need the update. In the update function, I will probably want to do the movement. In the start, I might initialize my player, maybe set up some projectile. I want to have at least a serialized field for my projectile, so that's going to be a prefab. So that's going to be a game object. Game object called projectile. Yes. Don't have to do anything with it yet. Make sure that I have it. I guess I could also put that as a required component. Then we already have that for sure. Let's see. Let's call it not projectile. Yeah, projectile, right? I need to figure out how to do that with the thrusters, the main and the other guns. But I'm going to figure that out later. I need to move. That's more important right now.
Yeah, I'm basically focusing on like basic functionality first before it.
Yeah, you're probably doing it way smarter than I am. You're probably doing things way smarter than I am. So let's face it. I've never been the smartest tool of the shed. So I'm doing my best to make something that actually works, but it can take a while in my case, because I'm never the fastest tool in the shed. So let's see. I want to do it cleanly, so let's make a function here, move player. All I want to do here is move player. So yeah, what do I do with the float player function? So let's create the void here for it, move player. Doesn't have to do much. And here again, it's trying to help me. but I'm not sure if I want it. I guess I can. Yeah, let's see. See if that works. Move horizontal, move vertical, but I'm not going to move vertical for now. So move vertical is not going to happen. That's going to be 0. What was that again? Is it Y? I don't think it's going to move in the Y position either. Definitely not in the Z position, so that's fixed. And then that's going to be it. Movement of movement speed, of course. I always forget that. So let's be able to set that up. Here's a float movement speed. Let's make that 5F, and let's put it here. Movement speed. And that should already be working. See if I can see the stream. Yeah, let's see if that works. At least that should be able to work. If that doesn't work, then I'm off to a bad start.
So far, so good, I would say, in my head.
Like I said, I most likely will lose this battle. I'm not the battle kind. And usually I'm not the fastest, so... But it's fun to do this, I must say.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay, let's see. It's the first time for me that I'm doing anything new with with Visual Studio 2026, and I can tell that already works a lot faster. So it's helping me a lot with the code. Not that I always want to have the help, but sometimes it can be really beneficial. So let's see if we can actually move. We're gonna get some commercials. Hey, here we go. We have movement. And we cannot move vertical. Right, that's perfect. Okay, we have movement. I think it's a little bit too slow, so let's move it to let's say 10. I don't know. Just want to see that my movement is also what I want. In less than a minute we have commercials, guys, so for those of you who do not have a subscription, I'm so sorry. That's what's going to happen. Okay. I think 5 will be great for a start, and I will have a power-up for moving up in speed. That sounds like a perfect thing to do. So let's start with a movement speed of 5, and I can double my speed with a power-up. Yeah, pretty cool. I will do that. Right. So. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are wondering about my wrist, because there's always been some questions, for example, by OK Patrick, 26th of March, I finally get my viewing operation to see what they can do with my wrist. Still more than a month to go, but finally something to look forward to. Most likely that day I will be completely out of it. I will not be able to do anything. I will not be able to move. So yeah, that's going to be quite of a naughty thing. I cannot do much. Let's see. We're going to have to write the projectile script, I guess, because that will have to do something when it hits the enemy. So let me go to that projectile script. Could have called it laser, maybe. I don't know. It was it's just my first thing in my head to call it a projectile, because it doesn't have to be a laser, obviously. But for now, I'm going to call it just a projectile. So let's get some serialized fields in here. Also with some speed, I guess, float speed. Let's say I will have a speed of 10F. And then when should it get out of the frame? Float the destroy position. Yeah. When will it get destroyed? So destroyed position. I could call it Y, but I don't think that is necessary. It's just going to go up. We might in later versions get it to go more sideways also, but I don't think that's necessary for now. So, but also considering the fact that I'm already off of the screen for myself at -5, maybe at -6, or at 6 I should destroy myself. Then again, I'm not in full screen, so maybe it's different if I go full screen. I don't think so, but also I should actually check. Yeah, I'm at full HD, so that's good. Might still be that my ship is too big, you know. I don't know. So let's go back to Unity. No, Visual Studio. I'm losing precious time by doing the wrong choices. No, update, here we go. So what do we want to do in update? Well, we're going to move to make sure that we have, we're going to, move the projectile, right? Fire projectile, I'm going to call it that. Fire projectile. See, and here it sometimes is working against me. I don't really like it when it is just destroying my, well, check if needs to be destroyed. Let's call it as it is, right? So what do we want to do in the fire projectile? Well, pretty easy. It's already telling me that it's like a translation, transform, translate, vector 3. Well, I think it should be actually vector 2, right? But it doesn't really matter, I think. Right is not the correct thing. We want to go up and the speed and the delta time. So it will move up at the speed that I have given it, and then I will need to instantiate it later, but that is something I don't care about just yet. First, I want to make sure to check if it needs to be destroyed, and that's gonna be, yeah, I think this could be it, right? That should be it. But also, should it have, no, it doesn't need its parent, no, no. If it's getting higher than the destroy position, then destroy the game object. That should work. Right. That's great. Hope it goes well. Hey, have you seen it, Patrick? You already have your own enemy. Yeah, you have your own. It's here. Enemies. Patrick. There you go. So the start is good. We have you. We have you in. I'm not saying you look perfect, but I'm just using basic editor things, right? I have not used any objects, no graphics, nothing. So this basically would be what you guys are always telling me I should do, and that's grayboxing without any graphics. Just try and do this. Anyway, Goopspra, yo, how are you doing today? Goopspra is somebody who has a nice grab machine. I always forget the name of those kind of things. Anyway, he has one of those that you can control live on the stream. Claw something. How am I doing? I must say I'm doing a little better than at the start of the stream. My stomach was really upset because I ate way too much, I guess, at the lunch. Claw KTV, yes. Give yourself a shout out if you want to. You're always welcome to do that here. And I should probably see if David is here. To send him a shout out. D3. No, I don't think so. No, he's not here. Unfortunately, I cannot shout him out, I guess, because his name is way too long to do that. Must have been some good food. Yes, actually, we had a goodbye lunch for one of our colleagues, and we went to a little bit of a bistro bar thingy, and right there I had a chicken satay with French fries. And they came with a plate that was seriously looking like this. Full to the brim. So I came home and I was still doing okay. And then after a bit, when I was home, I was like, oh my God, my stomach. Hey, there you are, David. You are here. I was just telling a lot of people about you, actually. So, yeah. Let's go and do something with our player and maybe shooting his projectiles or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. First of all, we already are moving, so that's good. We need to do something with the projectile. We need to instantiate those things. We need to make sure that when I shoot my laser, it actually collides with something, because when it collides, it needs to be destroyed. And we don't have that yet in place. We can shoot them and they will be destroyed. We will be able to shoot them. We are not able to shoot them yet. We will be able to shoot them, and whenever they are out of bounds, then they will be destroyed. So, yeah, that means we're going to get... some input with the spacebar, I guess, and then firing. So
Dude, I have to go AFK for like 5 minutes. If you want to keep the time running, that's fine by me.
yeah, well, you already have an advantage anyway, so
Give you time to catch up.
I don't think I will be catching up, but I'll try.
I'm still also having my issues. It's not like that it's easy.
Or just turn off your camera, man. You can be back anytime. So just turn off your camera for now, and we'll see you back in a moment. And then at least they can see your screen still, and it's
Yeah, sure.
it's more than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see you in a moment. So let's see. At the player, we want to do something with a projectile, but first of all, I need to be able to instantiate that thing. Who are we working with? That's Mimir-Bytes. Remember Mimir-Bytes? We played this game, Galaxy Conquest Online, 2 weeks ago, and he's now in a battle with me. So we are fighting against him while he's doing Godot and I'm doing Unity, which obviously is already slower than what he's doing. So, and we're trying to make the same kind of game. And he's doing it completely different than I am. So let's see if any of us has something workable at the end of the time. It will maybe not be too much, but we're doing our best to create something, right? So already I'm going to be able to reset here and make a level game object. Because I guess we're going to have several levels, right? So eventually that will need a prefab. And in the level, I can instantiate all the different enemies that I have. Maybe put them in a pattern. I don't know if I can make that easy. I'm going to think about that. I don't know yet how I would do that. But like I said, a lot of things are new, and I'm not usually somebody for battling. This is new to me. But first, let's go ahead and have a little look at how we're going to make our player shoot projectiles. So first of all, I think we need to make a base where we want to actually instantiate that projectile. Usually you make a little bit of a place where it should be. So let's put in the projectile for now. I hear Mimir-Bytes. I don't see him, but I hear him. So let's go to the main thruster, which is going to... Maybe I should rename those things, but that's for later concern. For now, I want to just make sure that this thing is going down to where it's supposed to get out of there. So this should be 0. That's exactly in the middle. And this should be -3 maybe. Oh, I hear somebody. 3.1. 1.5. I guess that's good enough as a position, right? 1.31. 1.31. Yikes. What are you talking about, David? I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing something here. So we need something with an initial position, right? So how am I going to set that up? First of all, I need to make sure that it will instantiate. Let's first make sure that if I press that damn button that it was going to instantiate. Okay, so, oh, what am I doing? That's not what I wanted. The projectile needs to go out, so I need to instantiate this thing. Let's just delete it. That's the way to go, of course. And go to my player object, not the projectile, because that will just need to check that it's actually hitting somebody. But here, of course, take damage is going to be something for later. I already have it, so I don't have to think about it that much. I'm going to make sure that I have the fire laser in place. So fire or fire projectile, right? Projectile. Fire projectile. That's something we need to make. So let's make that with, that's a private. Void fire projectile. And we're not going to do it like that. Get button down or get key down. Get key down, right? Get key down. And let's call that space. Let's use the space bar for this. Keycode.space it should be, right? It's not space. Keycode. Space. There you are. There you go. And we need a timer, right? Because you don't want to constantly be able to shoot. So let me put some variables here. Let me think about that. We need to have a boolean. Bool can fire. For now, it's going to be true. Because, yeah, basically, we're going to be able to shoot in the beginning. And we already have the prefab, so that should be together, right? Yeah. Projectile, let's call it projectile prefab, by the way. Prefab. Right. Okay, we got that. And with that, these should be together, I guess, because they belong together. Without the can fire, we cannot shoot anything. Let me see if you guys are saying anything. Game jam time, 1:29. Oh, yeah, that's the time that we still have. Yeah. Game jam time is going down fast. It's always going down faster than you want. So it's never nice. Okay, so what do we need more? I guess we're gonna have another serialized field here called the offset, maybe. Projectile offset, float, projectile, projectile offset. Let's say 1F for now. And another serialized field with fire rate. Fire rate. Not so fast. 0.5 is fine. For the player, you have health, or should we go for lives? I guess we go for lives. Makes more sense than health, don't you guys think? So we start with 3 lives. It's also easier, I think, later for interfacing. 3. So let's put 3 in there. That can actually be an int, right? Yeah, let's put it on int. I'm not going to have 3.5 lives. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So if we have that, then we also need a current amount of lives. Welcome back, Mimir. Which will be set to 0. This should go. Don't have that. Welcome back. I hope you're having you had a nice moment.
Yeah.
I sat there for like 5 minutes staring at my screen, just thinking, what the heck am I doing?
Yeah, that's the same what I'm thinking.
No, I was reading the text of Doops.
Nothing's working.
Uh-oh, nothing is working. Oh no, that's not what we want. So you have nothing that works? Oh, maybe I actually will win this.
Maybe. Yeah, according to the times current here, that definitely makes no fucking sense.
The problem is always when you do this live, then there's always people watching, and it can also go wrong very easily. So yeah, it's
ball is moving.
Ball is moving.
At least
A ball. You don't hear an echo of Mimir Bites. Mimir Bites is actually there, but there's probably a delay in when his sound comes through. You probably hear him also through my microphone slightly. That probably is the thing that you're hearing, because otherwise you shouldn't be able to hear him echo.
So let's see.
Yeah, and let's see, indeed.
At least I can shoot.
You can shoot? No, you're already far away. You're already far on the way, man.
and it kind of collides, but damn, I attached that now.
Horizontal boundaries. I need to make sure that I don't go off of the screen. Accidentally press the wrong button here. Never want to do that.
Spawn point.
It's not something to worry about with a jam going. It's not, but no worries. It's not something to worry about with a jam going. Yeah, I'm trying not to worry about it. Oh, I see, by the way, Rival Seeker. I missed that for a second. Sorry. So what is this? A challenge to see which engine can build a game more efficiently? Not really. It's just a challenge of building something useful within the time restraint that we have, which is about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I will maybe be a bit lenient and let it go longer if we need it to get something that actually works. I don't know if you're still here, Rival Seeker, over on YouTube. If so, then by all means, I missed it. I'm so sorry, man. I cannot always have all the chats open, but I missed this one. I hope you're still there. If you're still there, then you must have heard me. If not, then most likely you didn't hear me. Okay, we have the move player, so we're going to have to make a void check horizontal boundaries, and we will have that with transform position instead of clamped. I think this is not the way I want to do it. So nice that it makes that, but I don't want to do that. So let's see. I'm not saying that what I'm going to do now is better, by the way, but I'm just going to do this easy peasy, so I actually understand what is going on here. Transform position X is smaller than, and we have to set up similar code in public repos. What?
Yeah, typing.
Whatever. So we're going to have my left bounce and my right bounce, right? So here I'm checking my left bounce. So I'm going to set up a parameter here called left boundaries. Left boundaries. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I make that right boundaries, just so I make sure that I understand this. Right boundaries. Okay, that means I have to make these variables because I don't have them yet. And that's always a little bit of a thing. Let's see. I don't know, of course, where my bounds are. So I might have to go for that into Unity to actually check this out. I don't need to set these up as serialized fields, I think. I just want to make them there so we know that we have more or less something that, and I want to see that we don't cross those boundaries. So left and right, we got it. So we should see that we're not going off of the screen. Yeah, so we're not allowing it. So this should be left boundaries. Left boundaries, I said. I really did say left boundaries. I just typed it different. Right boundaries. There we go. Right boundaries. Here we go. That's it. So if the transform, or basically my ship, goes over that edge, it should pop back. Now let's see if that actually is within the screen. Hopefully it already built.
What the heck? Ah, yeah.
Oh, I have compiler errors. Uh-oh, I don't like that. What do I have? Oh. What?
Where is the freaking ball?
Player health. Oh, I removed player. Ah, yeah, of course, player lives. We're gonna remove this for now. Do it different. For now, this is good enough. Just, we will never get to die. Not yet. Yeah. And now I have to wait for it to load again. There it is. There we go. Just kidding. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so for those who are maybe on YouTube, you might be only seeing it very small, the Godot part. But that's Mimir Bytes doing it on another channel, so it might not be something you guys can really follow along with over on Twitch and on YouTube especially. Because in YouTube you only have this, you can only see my screen, which is showing him very small. But it doesn't mean that he's not doing it. He's there. He's really there. Yep, he's there. So let's see. I want to see that I'm not going off of the bounds of the screen. And also want to know where the bounds actually are. Maybe I can add a little bit more. Oh my goodness. The not power of Unity. Well, that's actually pretty good. Look at this, guys. It's actually on the edge here. Perfect. Perfect. This is what I wanted. Okay, so I will have something to pick up not really, but pick up so-called power up that I can go faster. And then I will just multiply my speed by 2, for example, or set my speed to 10. But that's later. I want to fire the projectile. And I already have the code set up, so I think it should already be working. So let's try that. Just see where it will come from, because I have no idea if that's set up correctly. And, oh, probably it will not work, because it's not instantiating, right? No. And it's also not being set up, because I changed the name of the variable, so it's gone. Yeah, projectile, let's put that in right there. Here we go. Let's see what it does.
Okay.
Build. Oh, wow, good guys, here we go. I'm shooting projectiles already. There we go. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah. I can also move and shoot things.
Cool.
Getting there.
Where are your enemies? I'm looking at your screen. What is above your head? Or me?
That's basically the walls, the tiles.
The tiles.
Can remove.
Oh, so wait, you're making a breakout clone, right?
kind of. I want to spawn the enemies so they will find a way through the tiles lying around. And while you have to shoot the ball to remove the tiles and shoot the enemies.
Okay.
We'll see how that.
I guess I'm gonna first make sure that the projectiles can actually glide. And I guess I should also have later, but that's not for now yet, an enemy projectile that actually collides. Yeah, okay. The game manager, I can already start setting up some things here. I can make it set up a level, I guess. Okay, let's start with some serialized fields here. It should be, I guess, I need to set up which level it is. Maybe for now it's just one level, so instantiate level. I don't know. I'm thinking here. I'm not good at thinking, guys. So public. First, want to make sure that this is just an instance, and it's going to be only there once. I don't want a game manager to exist twice in the game. That's not good. So let's do an awake here. In the awake, it already knows not to do anything else. I just want to make sure that the instance, if it exists, gets destroyed, and otherwise, yeah, don't destroy and unload my game object. So make sure that we only have one of them. That's basically the first thing that I need to do. So I can now refer to it in other scripts. So I guess I could have a function here like public void, not game over, not yet, instantiate level. I don't have anything yet, but that's good. Code for level instantiation goes here. Right. Okay, so we have that. Our projectile is not in the correct offset, so we already have an offset for it, so I need to fix that. We have the projectile offset set to 1, and I had something with 3.15 or something. What was it that I set up? I think it was 1.5. So let's try that out. Needs to build. Takes a while. Righty-ho. Let's see what happens when we press fire. And I could just set up a level myself first, maybe, then it's still not correct. Maybe it's, because here it's still at 1. 3.15. Must have changed it, but then it doesn't mean it works here. Okay. Still not correct. Why is it not instantiating that object where I want it? Basically, coming from the center. Well, not the worst thing in the world. Could still be okay. Let's see. Fire projectile. Transform. I did not do anything with that. That's why. Projectile offside asset is just basically not used at all. Transform position. That is the instantiate. Okay, let's see. Instantiate. Vector 3 position. So the position of the. Okay, I need a new. New vector 3. That will be, bless you by the way, transform on the position dot x, which is correct. Transform dot position dot y plus the offset. Where are you? Projectile offset. Transform dot position dot z. Okie dokie. That should be it. Now it made sense that it didn't work. Doesn't really work when you're just trying to put it, but it will never get to that prefab instance. Oh, dumbass as I am, I can change that code again. I have to do it again here, but let's do it first to see if it works. Okay. Oh, that's too far. Okay, then 1 maybe is correct. Actually, it is perfect. Guys, I'm shooting like crazy. Here we go. Okay, we have some projectiles going. Let's make sure that I keep track of the chat a little bit. Okay, Patrick is over on YouTube. I would say it's the same for both Twitch and YouTube as usual. What is the same? Okay, Patrick. Because I'm going to have to start instantiating my enemy, Patrick, several times. And I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. So I need to think a little bit here, because it's not that easy. Because I could lay out a pattern, but I would like to be able to do that easy. But first, I guess, let's start with instantiating one enemy. And if I have that one enemy, let's make him move erratically like you would see normally in Space Invaders, where you go slowly to the left and to the right and to the left and the right. They go faster and down and down and down. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to start with the enemy script so that we can actually figure out how that works. Because right now I still don't have a great sense of what I'm going to do with this guy. So without further ado, let's take away a lot of script. And I still have no idea how much time we still have left, right? Because I'm not really paying attention to it. You said the video is different for YouTube.
Time says an hour and 9 minutes.
Oh, okay, Patrick. You said the video is different for YouTube than for Twitch, making it more difficult to see Mimir. It looks the same for me. True, but on Twitch, Mimir Bytes is also streaming, right? Or are you no longer?
No.
You're no longer.
No,
okay.
I had to disable OBS.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, indeed, it is the same. It is the same. I said nothing. You did not hear me say any movement. Anything is different. No, it's not different at all. Anyway, so the Godot screen is small. I'm sorry. I cannot make it that much bigger without you guys not seeing my screen anymore. So I'm kind of wondering. I think enemies are going to move in a group. That makes me think about it a little bit. So I might not want to start with the enemy script first. So let me go back to... we're going to get a little bit of an ad break over on Twitch. In about 1.5 minutes we should be back. So we're on an ad break already, looks like. So let me go back to my level here. And here I will actually create an empty group and call that the enemy group. The group, I said. I guess that means I will also make an enemy group script. So I want to group the enemies together, and I will instantiate my my group of enemies right in there. So the enemy group is going to be an object that has basically nothing in it, and it will instantiate the type of enemies. So I guess what I could do to make this a little faster is start with saying which enemies are allowed. So I only have a Patrick right now, so my first level will be just Patrick. And it will have a collider, which I totally didn't think about yet. It's going to have to collide, otherwise nothing will be actually hitting. I guess Patrick itself will have a collider. So let's put a box collider 2D on him. Add that, let's see it, just to make sure that it's not way too big. It's not way too big, but the top doesn't need it. Let's make that a little smaller. I guess we can be a bit more forgiving with this. It's usually the problem with this, if you don't hit it exactly at the same spot, then it will not explode. And I don't want that to happen, so I want it to have a bit more of a hit space, basically, where I can hit it. So yeah. So that needs this, and the enemy script will be on it, I guess. And it might be empty for that. And the enemy group will have a script. So I will go here, create a script here, enemy group. Let's call it like that. And let's clamp that on top of my enemy group prefab. Oh, it's still loading. Oh my god. God. How are you doing over there, Mimir? I'm not watching you so often, so I have no clue how you're doing. Hope not too good, because then I'm going to lose too much. Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
Too bad. Not too bad.
Oh, not too bad, huh? So you're actually going to have something playable by the time that this stream is ending.
We'll see. I hope so.
Alright. We're going to have to set up a prefab. I'm not too happy with what they are suggesting here. So let's put a serialized field, and let's call it, let's make it a game object. Game object. Enemy prefab. So, no, I don't want to make an array of enemies. If I wanted that, then I would say so. So, let's put this in a header, just to make sure that we have it a little bit cleaner. Prefab. Maybe I will have more than one. For now, I have just one. And let's do something with a grid layout, right? We want to have a grid, because that grid will actually help us put the enemies in place. My stomach is again acting up a little bit. I can feel it. I feel a little bit woozy or something. I don't know how to explain that better. Quite annoying.
I can imagine.
It's not like I'm going to throw up. My daughter did, by the way, this weekend. So it's something in the weather, I guess.
How's she doing better now?
Yeah, she is. I mean, those kids, they recover in seconds, and us grown-ups, we take much longer to do that. So let's see, we have rows, and let's say we have 8 enemies on a row, maximum. There needs to be some space in between them. So, oh, I need a .comma. Realized, yeah, so let's have loads.
Use as the enemy sprite.
Horizontal spacing is 0.5f or something. Oh, maybe 1f. For now, let's just see how it goes and how it looks. Loads. vertical spacing. Now let's start with everything just being 1F. Then I actually can do this. The enemy group, I need a function for that I can actually call from the game manager. So the game manager itself should not know anything about my enemy group. Enemy group should have a way to set it up. So that's why I have rows and columns, and I can make them for different levels. I can change them, so that helps. That could make for different levels later. So let's say I would have awake, I guess, and awake I want to maybe, I hate private, go away there, private.
Yeah. My drawing skills are very exquisite.
Oh, you're drawing something right now? You're making images? Now I need to see that.
Like make something like an enemy.
Let's see. Oh, wow. It's scary, at least. We still have at least... well, yeah, the idea of an enemy, right? You want them to be a little bit ugly, because if you don't make them ugly, then they will not be scary enough. Right. Okay. Distracted there. Good strategy there for you. Good strategy. Let's see. My game manager is not doing this yet, so I might not want to do this. Or will. No. I will do it for now from the enemy group, just to keep it simple. Spawn group. Grids, on my grids, and in my grids I need to check for my rows and I need to check for my columns, and this is going to be ugly code, but I don't care.
Nah, don't care either.
Nah, I mean, usually I'm very, very, very anal about it, but I need to be a bit more strict to myself.
It depends.
Yeah.
I'm prototyping. I'm trying to make it pretty, but as it goes, since
Yeah, exactly.
prototype,
Yeah,
you throw the code away anyway.
yeah.
And
Usually you do. Usually you do. Columns plus plus, col plus plus. But I mean, future me will not be proud of seeing this code.
Now I'm writing my enemy spawner.
I need to have spawn positions. So spawn position. I need to have an initial spawn position probably too. I don't have it yet. Ouch. The wrist is really hurting sometimes. It just comes in waves.
Yeah. Annoying.
Sorry. I had a bit of a burp there. Oh yeah. Vector 3. Let's open that up and let's go for the goal. No, why am I like this? Why am I like that? Times horizontal spacing. Horizontal spacing. Row. Vertical spacing. Infinite 0, of course, otherwise it will not work for 3D. Right, okay. So then, when I have that, I need to instantiate my enemy. So game object enemy is instantiate. Here we go. Let's instantiate the enemy prefab. There we go.
New sprite animation.
Transform. And then with the enemy dot transform dot local position should be something with that. Local position, right? Should be local position. That is the spawn position. Okay. Now I wonder if this will immediately work. If that immediately works, I'm going to give myself something like a beer tonight because I earned it. Although my stomach might disagree. It's a matter of choosing your battles, right?
Yeah, definitely. In that case, for sure.
I saved it, right? Why am I not having... Why am I not having... What the heck is happening? My enemy group is supposed to have variables. Oh my god, am I having one of those Unity issues again? Because it's just not loading, right? Let's see.
Yeah, my engine is also acting a little bit weird.
Unity, what are you doing to me here? My enemy group script should be having variables to set, and it has none. I hate you, Unity. Because I now cannot set my prefab, which is terrible. I should be able to do that.
Maybe you should think about switching engines, mate.
Oh, don't go like that, you mean bastard. I'm gonna close down my Unity and just restart. Sometimes that's the best way to go.
Yeah, fair. I had to do that as well.
So see you in 10 minutes. Right, so we have to load again. Space Invaders Game Jam Battle project. Can you imagine if I would have to do even that in the beginning of the battle? That would be so unfair. You guys would have no chance of seeing me do anything because it would take already 15 minutes before the project was even made. Let's just be honest about that. It takes forever. Unity is nice, but I don't care. Ignore. Compilation errors. Maybe that's a reason, but what is a compilation error? I don't see any. I wonder. Show me my Unity. Show it to me. Which script has compilation errors? They're loading. They're loading. Almost there, but it's not there yet.
See you 1, 2, 3.
Come on. Filing scripts. Come on. Hurry up, man. Hurry up. Running backend. This is so not fair, guys. How am I ever going to beat anyone when I cannot even get Unity to open? It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm waiting. Come on. Give me. Can I do anything? Which script has an error then? Which script? Which one? Only have a few scripts. Game manager? No. No, wait. No error there. Player? No. No error. Oh, error. Finally it's loading. Okay, level enemy group. Enemy group scripts. What is the error?
So we need a spawn timer.
What is the error? Why is my Visual Studio not telling me? Let's build. Let's see what it says. Vector 3 with a collection initializer because it does not implement.
Then I need
Where did I do that?
timeline player.
What? Oh, wait. I did the wrong brackets, didn't I? I think I did the wrong brackets here. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yes, I did. We don't have this at all. Should have this one. The funny thing is that it wasn't telling me anything. Good thing. should be. Let's build it again. That should be fine. There we go.
4x in range.
I hate it when Unity is not telling you what is going wrong. It's just saying something is wrong, and then you don't get your variables and anything. It just doesn't say anything. Okay, so let's put Patrick in here, our enemy game object, and we should be getting 8 in a row and 4 below each other. So let's see if that actually works. Man, I would be so proud if I did that all at once without making a mistake, except for that bracket thing. Let's see.
Get cell atlas core.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We get them instantiated, that's for sure. They're just not in the correct space, and
That's pretty cool though.
they need some more spacing. They need to be up there, and they need to be more spaced. Okay, right. So
You just light them up without spacing.
yeah, I had spacing, but the spacing is not enough. So horizontal spacing needs to be,
Okay,
I guess, 2, and vertical spacing needs to be 1.5 maybe. First, let's see if that's better. And they also need to have a different setup in the beginning position. Major echo now. Uh-oh. That's not the intention. Well, that's better. If they are positioned better, then this actually works. Pretty cool. And 8 might be a bit stretching it for my my size. Well, I can actually fix that easier because I also want them to be a bit smaller. So, Patrick, I'm sorry, I'm going to make you smaller. Why is the scale actually anyway on 1, not B? The scale of this one should be 0.5. 0.5, I thought I'd already did that, by the way, but apparently I did not. So let's do that and see how it goes then. And the spacing might be too much because now they're further apart. Look, that's it. That's much better. The size is better. Everything is better. And my player actually is not on the screen anymore, or is it? No, it's not. How's my player not on the screen anymore? Oh, because I zoomed in somehow. Didn't even know I did that, guys. I didn't know I was zooming in. Okay, so if we have the initial position of these enemies better.
What just happened?
Okay, that's like it's like 32 of OK Patrick's in there. I'm sure he's happy with that. So maybe now 1 is enough. Let's see. Vertical spacing should also maybe be 1. Let's first see if I can get the spacing correctly and everything is nicely set up. And when I have that, I will make sure that I position them better. So they will have to go up and to the left a little bit. Well, this is actually pretty freaking cool.
It at least looks like Space Invaders.
It does, doesn't it? And then I will need to do the movement. So I will have to make erratic movement. That will be really cool if I can have that done. So, and then we can make some patterns, which is also going to be cool. So I'm pretty stoked with what we have so far. This is pretty cool. So let's make sure that we position them a little better. Spawn position is, let's see, spawn position, transform. So instantiate is going to be, yeah, the parent. That's not the idea, because the parent is basically not in the perfect position. Well, I can fix that by putting the parent in a better position. That's actually this one. Would be cool if I can actually see where that is in the level, but cannot really, you know. Let's put it to -5 now, and to, let's say, 4. Just gonna experiment a little bit with this, just to see how it goes. See how they look. That's quite okay. That means also that my Patricks can be a little bit bigger. But now they're too small. So let's put them in point. 8 or 0.7? 0.7.
Oh, stupid me.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Stupid me.
Gonna do that, of course, in play mode, but let's put Patrick there. I guess that actually works because I was working on the prefab. Okay, so let's see. If I load this now, do I have a better position for them? I do. Now they just need to be a little bit more spaced out. So let's see. Enemy group. Let's do the horizontal spacing to 1.5. Let's see what they look like. I cannot do that. That's the only shitty thing. You cannot do that live, of course, because it will not instantiate them anymore. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. It's like almost dead center, and that's dead in the center. I might actually start with this at -5 just to have it a little bit more. Yeah, now it's exactly in the center. So -5. Right. Dead center. Where's all your enemies? I have no clue where all your enemies are.
Me neither.
Right. Okay, so we have some stuff going now. Now I'm going to have to make sure that they move. And then I'm going to have to do something with the projectile when it hits an enemy, that it actually explodes. So for that, my Patrick needs to be tagged an enemy. And I don't have that tag yet. So let's put it on there. So I'm sorry, that was really bad. Okay, so all my Patricks have their enemy script, right? And I have not been using it so far. So what I can do, at least on the enemy script, is give it points. So later we can actually, in the game manager, keep track of the score. If I shoot one, then I will add to my score how much points are worth this enemy. In that case, I will actually start making scores and actually have a little bit of a game loop. It's not perfect, but it will actually work. So for now, I will not do much on it. I will just make sure that it has a health or it has an amount of points. So how am I going to call it? Int enemy points. And let's set that initially to 10 points. Let's just keep it simple. By the way, my voice is killing me a little bit. I don't know why. Hope that will pass. So yeah, that's one. Projectile needs to be checking if it needs to be destroyed, but it needs to do also a destroy of a game object if I hit a target, right? So let's see. We have hit target.
Spawn's working as well.
Nice. We're getting close together, I guess.
How far are you?
I have instantiated my level basically. I have my enemies, my Patricks. Patrick is perfect for this. And I have given him some points that I actually can start counting in the game manager loop. I'm now gonna write the code for the projectile once it hits a player, the enemy object, that it actually adds the points and that it will actually destroy that one and destroy the projectile as well. So.
Yeah, basically I have the bounce mechanic of from my ball, also which is like bouncing away from the walls. Now I'm writing the collision with enemies so that they actually die.
Yeah.
And I need to like also use some pathfinding to move the enemies around the tiles and stuff. Which is also already set up.
Oh my god, you're going way too fast, mister.
So it should work out.
Anyway, anyone in the chat, you guys can also still sabotage our big friend here, Mimir Bytes, because nobody has been sabotaging this guy, huh? If you, the next time somebody redeems no mouse, it's his. I'm gonna just say it right now, out loud. The first
that's
one
not nice.
that does that means that he cannot use his mouse for 2 minutes. Everything will have to be keyboard. You guys did that in the beginning for me, and I already have the big disadvantage that I have to use Unity, which is slower as hell. So he deserves also a little bit of a handicap. Just saying.
No, that's all fine.
No. You're not getting away that easily. You're not getting out of this so easily. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Help me out here. But yeah, I'm getting off track, by the way. I wasn't going to do the hit target, although maybe I should. And then after that, I will actually... Then I will do the erratic movement that you see in Space Invaders, right? So if I hit the target, so if... what was it again? Game compare tag or something. Game object compare tag. It's not hit info, is it? No, I'm not doing a raycast. That's no, it's on. I don't want to do this. I want to do on collision, right? So I'm being stupid here. So for that, I need. I have my collider on it. So on collider collision, or should I do a trigger? I guess a trigger, right? Otherwise it bounces off. On trigger enter 2D. I don't want to bounce it off. Yeah, it's enemy, then destroy collision game object and destroy my own game object. But also, and that's something I need to do before anything else, I'm going to do the game manager, and the game manager needs a function, which I'm going to put in here right now. Public void add score int points. And then for that, I can actually track the game manager and see how much points we actually have. That means also I need to have some variables here so I can actually track them in Unity. Otherwise, I will not be able to see. Int score is 0, or current score, right? Current score. And we might not have any UI yet. We might not get that either. I don't know. But at least
no way.
UI is sucky. Everybody hates UI. So I would say here that we do current score plus his points, right? That's it. So as soon as I get points, I'll be able to call the add score, and with that add those points. So game manager.instance add score. There we go. But we want to have enemy points. Oh wow, it already gets the component enemy points. I guess that works. I guess that's perfect. Collision component enemy points. Yeah. That's perfect. That should actually work. That would be awesome if I get that immediately. Okay, so we have the game manager that should already be adding score. So let's see if that works actually, because I have not tried it yet. Load first. Oh, can I use guide rate instead of 3K because I already use no mouse? So you can use, you can only use no mouse for once, right? Somebody else will have to do the no mouse, but you can use guide rate for 3K and then be that no use mouse. That's what you're asking? If so, I give you permission. Or something closer to 1.250 points. There's maybe one of 1,000 or something. I don't know. I don't even know which redeems I have myself. But anything that's close to it, just use that, and then I will see that it's correct. And that basically means no mouse for Mimir Bytes.
No?
No, not yet. He hasn't used it yet, and we're on an ad break, so I guess you're lucky he will not see it or hear it until now. So, no, he got it. Mimir, no mouse for 2 minutes.
Okay. Well,
Good luck. Oh, I love this.
I'm pretty used to like working in terminals and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Since also using Linux and stuff.
I need to have a
it's
game
not
manager.
Such big of a deal.
Not such a big a deal. Here we go. Let's make sure that the game manager exists. Let's see. And then we have our projectile. We have the projectile has that all on it. That should be fine. I still have a compiler error. I need to figure out what the compiler error is. What should be? What is wrong? Enemy points is inaccessible to it. Okay. Yeah, right. So enemy points. Let's make this public then instead. I hate it, but for now...
But I can't even play my game without the mouse. So I can, but it doesn't make much sense.
How you do everything by mouse? It's a shame, mister.
What the
You should have thought about that and not just use mouse control.
Now I can like move the thing, but I can't aim. And my enemies are also doing weird shit.
Alright.
But they're moving.
They're moving, that's
Slowly.
good, that's good. Okay, let me hit one enemy and then where's my game manager? What? Oh, that's here, of course. And don't destroy, unload. Okay, let's see the current score. Let's go. It's not hitting anything. Okay, that's probably because I didn't set up my enemy. Yeah, that is because I didn't set my enemy as a trigger. Here we go. Now it should function. Let's see. And go to that game manager, which is not going to be destroyed. Unload. Game manager. Here we go. Let's go and move and shoot. It's not hitting anything. Damn it. Oh, why? Why am I having that? Let's see the enemies. Oh, they're not tagged yet. What? I tagged them, didn't I? No, I didn't. That's a stupid thing that you always forget with Unity, guys. If you ever make a game in Unity, you will probably forget this. You make a tag and then you never set it because it doesn't set the thing that you just created. That's something that I also always think, why would I create that tag right now if I'm not trying to set it on this thing? Because I can only set it on an object. Anyway. Now it has an enemy tag. Nice. Okay, let's open my game manager script. Let's go here and let's shoot this guy. Nothing. Damn it, why not? Why not? Projectile. Tell me. On trigger, enter DD, compare, add score. Do I even get here? I don't think so, because it's not destroying anything. Nobody said anything here, right, guys? You guys should be ashamed of yourself. My projectile doesn't have any collider, so it will never collide with anything. That's... You don't say anything to me. You guys are the worst. I'm just lying. You're not bad. You guys are absolutely super good viewers. I love you guys. Just joking around here, trying to get myself to understand what I'm doing. Still, it doesn't collide. That is weird. Why does it still not collide? Is it not colliding? Why is my projectile not colliding? I should give this a tag too, maybe. But it doesn't matter. Projectile. Well, at least then it will have a tag, which is better than not having one. Compare tag. That should be okay, right? Compare tag. Collision, compare tag, enemy.
Nee, danke.
Alright, okay, let's see. Debug.log collided with collision game object name. Let's see. I have to wait for it to compile again.
Path, pause. Move and slide.
Okay, let's go. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nothing, right? Not getting anywhere. Why is this function not called? Private void on trigger enter 2D. Collider 2D collision. What? That should totally work. Okay, let's do on collision enter 2D and do the same basically. So let's do this first. Control C and in there V, and then put the trigger actually to be not a trigger anymore, but a collision. Or should it be? Oh, that it might be that I already know. If that's the case, then it's because we also need a rigid body for that. Otherwise, it will never collide. Let's try that. That rigid body 2D, however, cannot have mass or drag or gravity scale, so it should all be 0. Body type should be kinematic, I guess. I never know this stuff. Never sleep. Interpolate, interpolate. Remote continuous. Otherwise, it will not collide. And the same then goes for our enemy. It needs the rigid body 2D. And it also needs to be kinematic, continuous, never sleep, interpolate. That's it. Let's try this again without changing it to not be a trigger. Yeah. Woohoo! And we have score. We're actually having score. Nice. Now I should let them move. Let's make them move crazy. Right. Okay. Now I can put that on the enemy group. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the burps. Hate that. Okay. Let's put some serialized fields here and maybe actually put a header first. Let's see. First, we need a float, and that's going to be the move speed. Let's say 2F or something. Let's. Oh, what is that? Didn't want to do that. Serialized field. The drop distance. How far am I going to drop every time? Float. Drop distance. Let's put that to 1F, I guess. Then serialized field. Float. The left boundary we already would know, but we can set that here also. Left boundary is 8 minus 8F. Serialized fields. Right boundary. Boundary is 8F. Right. That should do that. Then we need direction, which way is it going? So I guess direction for now, let's put it to go right first. I guess 1. I'll do 1 for, I'll have to put that here. 1 is going right, and -1 is left. Makes sense, right? So at least we have something of a direction. Okay, now we already have a wake, but I have an update that doesn't exist yet. So let's do void update. And let's add some stuff here. So we want to first move horizontally, right? And then if the boundary is reached, then we want to drop down. That's basically what I want to do. So let's go first that way, then drop down and go the other way. So then the position, the direction is going to flip. Let's see if that works. So first of all, we need to do transform. So translate. No, move horizontally. Even if I don't want to beautify the code right now, I cannot do that. Check boundaries and drop. Okay, so then later also we want to have that if the enemy is actually colliding with the player, then we also want to destroy the player and the object. Oh my god, I'm a little bit in pain right now in my stomach, but I'll survive for now. Void move horizontally. Here is where the scripts don't help me, because they're supposed to help me here, but they don't. Here's Visual Studio being stupid. I don't know what you want to do. So transform the translate. So we want to do a translate on the position. We want to go for a vector to the right. So we want to go to the right. We want to do that times the direction. And times the movement speed. So move speed. That should be maybe time the delta time. I always forget that. Times time the delta time. There we go. That should be the movement fixed. Then now I should do the void for the check boundaries and drop. Just want to keep it clean so it doesn't have too many lines in the function. So we're going to have also something here that it's going to be a check, and the check can be a separate function, right? You don't want to have everything in the same thing. So the drop down and the reach boundary is going to be separate functions. They would call from this one. So let me see. Thinking out loud, guys. I need to check the chat a little bit better. Sometimes I forget to do that. Especially now, because I'm battling, guys. I need to really, I need to really make sure that I'm doing good here. And we're gonna call a function here called reached boundaries. Reached boundaries, boundary, I guess, boundary. It reached boundary. So if I did that, then we're gonna change the direction. Change direction. Right? Not focus, change direction. Here is something that I don't like about Visual Studio sometimes. And then drop down. A drop down field, mister. There we go. And that's all it should do. Nothing more than that. That's all this code does. So we need the function for checking if the boundary has been reached. So bool reached boundary. And we're going to check here for each transform.enemy transform enemy, enemy in transform. And that means also I need to transform is the entire thing. Yeah, okay, that's good. make sure that I'm doing this correctly. So then, if my enemy position dot x is smaller or equal to the left boundary, or oh, wrong button. Where is it? There. Oh, or my enemy dot position dot x is bigger or equal to right boundary. And I'm going to return true. That's all we want to do. And if not, return false. But we're not at the boundary yet, so we can keep moving, right? Yeah, so it's going to move initially, then we're going to change the direction when we hit that boundary, and we're going to drop down. So now we need to make sure that we do the drop down, which is going to be simple void again. Void drop down. We don't need any parameters because we're just basically checking our nice little thing that we have. So transform dot position plus is vector 3 dot down times the drop distance. That should do it, right? I'm just thinking out loud here because I'm also not 100% sure that it's going to work, but I hope so. Let me do Ctrl-Shift-B so I at least know that it's working or not. It's not, so I probably did forget something. Change direction does not exist in the current... Oh, okay. Change direction I didn't do. Duh. I am sometimes really dumb. Void, change direction. Sometimes you just completely forget one of those things that you actually know that you need to do, right? So I
Feeling
did
the struggle.
Oh yeah. So direction times this -1. So whatever you do, you flip it. That's it. Now let's Ctrl-Shift-B again. Dot comma expected somewhere. Line 21. Where did I forget? Oh yeah. Correct. Correct and also right. Ctrl-Shift-B. Here we go again. Reach boundary, not all code paths returned. Because I have it in the wrong place. Should be outside of the for loop, guys. Outside of the for loop is where it's supposed to be. Ctrl-Shift-B. Here we go. It's good again. How much time do I have left? Much, I guess. Oh, 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes.
Oh, really? Holy.
Even less. Right, so let's see if this works, because I don't want to shoot them first. I want to see if this works. Hope so. Oh my God, guys, look at this. This works. I'm so happy with this. Okay, so I should have a bottom boundary already. Make sure, dude, I'm creating Space Invaders. That looked absolutely awesome. It works, like, without one mistake in my code.
Is that even possible?
Sorry?
Is that possible?
It is, apparently. I just did it, guys. I just made my enemies go down as a group. Perfectly fine. Patrick is being absolutely amazing, doing good, and it's being nice. Behaving as intended. You can have a look if you want, because I will just start it for you.
Yeah, sure.
I will not shoot anything, but I could. One shot. Yes, one shot. Look at this. Look how freaking cool this is.
I can think this. I have a time delay. Yeah, pretty cool.
Nice. Okay, Okay, maybe I will be... Okay, I'm going to have to make it when they collide, it's game over. If they collide with me, that is over and done with. I don't care if I have 3 lives or 1 life. Colliding with me, it means I've failed. So I might just put on any of the enemies if they collide with the player. So that means I also need to have a collision. And that will be here.
Get my freaking Pathfinder.
Let's put a box collider 2D on it. Sorry. Oh my god. Let's see my collider. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the stupid thing about this colliders. When it's on an entire composite object, then it doesn't work as you want it. But let's put it like this. And let's make this one a little bit bigger. I'm gonna give it a little bit of leeway, so even if you hit it wrong, it will still collide. Okay, so we have it colliding, and we have it set up untagged. So now we need to make sure that our player actually becomes tagged as player. Override all. Here we go. So I'm not even gonna have to put this on the group, but I'm gonna have to put this on this one. And that would mean pretty simple. I'm gonna do not on collision enter, on trigger enter 2D. If collision compare tag not projectile, well, it already does that. But if it's colliding with the player, well, then I should do not this, but game over. Game over. And it doesn't need any parameters. It just needs to be game over. Destroy game object and destroy collision game object. And then instant game over should put like a little bit of a canvas on top.
Oh, damn it. That's the reason why. Okay.
And I might want to... I'm going to do that. I'm going to just go all out and even do UI. Ah, that is me. I'm going to go crazy here. I'm going to make it. I'm going to put a Text Mesh Pro here. Import TMP Essentials here. Take a little bit of time. And I need a font. I think I can import a font, right? Posture check. Yes, you're totally right, David. I've been hunching over a little bit too much. Okay, so for now, I'm not going to do stuff with a font just yet, I guess. It's old, right? Yeah, old. I'm going to want to put this in top, right? Like there. Seems about right. I'm going to put this down. So let's say score and then whatever. Right. This font is useless, but I don't have anything else. I would like to be like, how will you determine the winner? Will there be a vote? Or, well, I guess when the timer is over, or maybe we give each other a little bit more time, we show our games or what we have so far, which is probably not so much, but hey, come on, let's face it, the 2.5 hours is nothing, especially not with Unity, but probably also with Godot. Getting stuff ready just takes a long time. But we show our games and you guys decide like what is the best one so far. I can scale up the Godot view a little bit so you guys can see his game when he's showing his, and then I make it smaller again and show mine as soon as he's done, or the other way around, doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I can add my score. So for that, the game manager script needs to know about the UI. Not too much, but it needs to know just enough. So let's say serialized field. What was that again? I always forget. TMP Pro or something? TMP Pro.
Come on, why are those guys not moving? I don't get it.
TMP. I always forget which one that is, guys. TMP. Which one is my text box? My label, basically. Oh man, because that's not the logical one. TMP text, right? TMP pro text. TMP text, score text. I think that's the one. Okay, so when I add score, current score is points, and then I would say score text, text is score, current score. That should work. Okay, that is already this part. So, and then I make one for game over. I already removed that before, but let's do it. Public void game over. And for that I will need a panel. So let's see. I'm gonna make a reference to a panel. Realize fields, panel, no. Yeah, it should be a panel, right? How do you reference a panel? I need to fix that. I need to. I never do this stuff because I hate UI. Unity UI. UI reference panel in scripts. Yeah, scripting, panel settings. No. Panel. Where was my panel? I need my panel. Doesn't have it. Oh, no. Get UI panel reference and scripting. There you go. That should be the one. My panel reference and scripting, where I can find the panel class. Blah, blah, blah. No need to have a reference to a panel since the panel itself does nothing. There are no special scripts or components to a panel. I'll make a reference to a rect transform instead. Public game object, then drag and drop panel UI object. Oh, okay. So that's panel UI object. Okay, so that can just be a game object instead. Another thing that is create an empty UI panel. Nothing is going to bring the panel you're interested in getting references to. Yeah, and you can do a get components. Okay, and get all of them in one go. Yeah, okay, but I don't really want to do that. So let's call this score text. Score text. Just want to do it correctly. And let's add a panel. UI panel, here we go, and that can just have a name then. So this is a game over panel. Here we go. And it's way too big because yeah, that's way too big. So scale should be smaller. I do that in a different way, maybe in the canvas, right? Oh yeah, wait, I always forget this one. World space or not? No. I need to always figure this one out. I don't really understand this ever. Reference pixels per unit. I don't know. Constant pixel size. Scale factor. I hate this stuff. This stuff is just annoying, and I want to scale this thing. So let's say 0.5 by 0.5. That's good enough. I don't want to have it bigger than that. And in this panel, I'm going to put another text Mesh Pro thing. I'm going to game over text. And let's set that to a different color. Maybe like red enough, red. And let's put this to a font size of, let's say 72. Yeah. Not even big enough, 150. I'm going to make this object a little bit bigger. Where the heck is it?
I don't get it. What the heck?
I like that. I don't get it either. I always have the same problem as you have. So now I feel less bad about myself. That you have the same problem as I do. Okay. You died. Game over. Of course, this text should go in the center. That is an option here. Yep, there you go. Should I do anything else with it? Overflow? No. I don't care about any of that. An outline? Do I want an outline? Yeah, sure. Let's put an outline. Thickness, not 0 then. Here we go. Actually looking like something. 0.3. That's too much. 0.2. Yeah, that's good. I'll do with that. And then this should also be in the middle here. Perfect, in the middle of the screen. Okay. And then, of course, we need to make a reference to this panel in the game manager so that we can say that this has to be shown as soon as we turn it off right now, but the game over panel should be shown as soon as we die. Right. So, game objects.
Even able to doing UI. Holy.
Game over panel. Yeah, I'm going all out here, man.
And you're complaining about not being fast, huh?
I'm trying to set the record straight, and I'm actually better than I thought I was. But I mean, I'm still thinking that I'm not fast. Anyway. And I think the score text should be a little bit bigger and a little bit more offset from the top, right? Because this looks a little bit too much like in your face. And it should start with score 0, by the way, because you don't have a score yet in the beginning. So let's see, we have position Y, so that should go more like 0. No, that's the other way around, minus 50. Let's do 100. I guess that's fine enough. Then the font should go to, let's say, 72. And that box becomes too small.
Oh, now I have even a better idea. Oh, lol, yeah, absolute. Yeah, why not?
I need a pixel art font, guys, because this needs pixel art, don't you think? This needs pixel art, but can I get that in time? Because I only have, let's see, 5 minutes. No way. I don't think I can make it. Well, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say 6 minutes.
Let's say 10. I also need a moment to finish, if that's good.
Right. Okay. Pixel art font. 3 pixel fonts. Let's see. I need one that actually works here. Lower pixel regular. That works perfectly fine. I think that is beautiful. Yeah, that should do it. Download that one. Lower pixel. It's a zip file. Even that takes more time. Okay, let's put it here. Extract in. I don't need everything, by the way. I just need to open type. I don't care about the rest. I just need that one. I back to the projects. Where is my project? Space Invaders. Assets. I don't have a directory for that yet, so let's make a new folder. Again. No. Folder fonts. Now let's okay that. And
actual.
Always the thing that doesn't work off the bat is those damn fonts. So I think if I have it there, there's always something you need to do with that. But what again was that? Or can I already use it? Let's see, because I don't care about the game over text. I want the score text to be pixel art. So can I already use it? That's the question. No, I cannot. So that means, what did I have to do with that? I don't do this daily, so those are the kind of things that for me are horrible. So edit, where is it? Where is that thing? Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. Use special fonts in Unity. For that I need to convert it, but how? Okay, I've downloaded it. That's it. Yeah, drag and drop in the asset folder. Select the imported font file. If using technology, go to window.
It's working.
Oh, nice. Text Mesh Pro. That was it. Font asset creator. Drag the font file into the source. There. Boom. Here we go. Generate font alias. There we go. We got it. Save. And now we put it here. I don't care. Oops. Save.
And then we will do like.
Okay, that means we should have it now. Oh my god, this is nerve-wracking, guys.
It is.
Low-res pixel, there we go. Oh my god, this looks I'm happy, man. This looks so much better than it did. Okay, I have no sounds. I might want to do a shoot of a projectile sound. Should I? OpenGameArt.org. Let's quickly go and find one if I can, because that's always a question. Browse sound effects. Search. Shoot laser, I guess. Oh no, that's not a shoot laser. Also no. I'm having a ball. Yeah, don't stop me now. Okay, thank you. Okay, Patrick. I just missed the sound though that I was trying to get. That's too much. Yeah, too much. That could work. Oh, that's a little bit too loud. Okay, let's do the space shoot sounds. We have different ones, so I'll just use the first one that I get. I don't care. Alien shoot. Alien shoot. I got it. So let's import that into my project. Let's put that in my project folder in my Space Invaders Game Jam assets, and let's make a new folder here called audio. How much time do we still have left, guys? I have no idea. So
A minute.
a minute. Oh, that's really very little. Okay, we should. Why is it not showing? Oh, it's still importing. There you go. Alien shoot. So I'm gonna add quickly to my script. I hope you guys are gonna be okay with us spending a little bit more time, like 15 more minutes or something. 15. I think 15 helps a lot, right?
Yeah, 15 is good.
Yeah, right. It does. So then I can make here a reference to an audio file. Serialized field audio source. So I make sure that I have an audio source. Then use that as a fire sound. And here I should just do fire sound.play. I should have play once, right? But I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Then I need to have one for an explosion, because I also need to explode something. Explosion. No, not here, not here, not here, not here. Browse sound effects, explosion. 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 I cannot type anymore. Quality 8-bit sound effect library. What is that? Too many things. 5 explosions. Oh no, there's too many things. I don't have the time to look for all those things. I need one explosion. No, big explosion sounds a bit too much. That could work. That could work. You will get a little bit crazy with all the explosion sounds. But let's do it anyway. I'll just tone it down a little bit. No, I didn't want to open that. That was not my idea. I wanted to open the folder. That's something different. Let's put it in my project. See if I can make this in the last few minutes. Oh my god, if I can make this, that will be my fastest way of doing stuff ever. And that means once the object gets destroyed, that's where we need to put that code. So, okay, this is the collision enter. We're not using this because we are using only the on-trigger enter. So that means here we collided with, if the collision is an enemy, correct, then we need to make sure that just before this we do, need to have 2 audio sources. Realize field, audio source, explosion. Explosion sound. Explosion. Jesus Christ. There we go. And then we say when it is colliding, their explosion sound dot play. Okay. That only does it when we hit the player. And I guess we do the same when the enemy actually hits me. Okay, audio source. And normally I would have that more centralized, but I'm lazy today. I don't want to make too much of a thing. First we do the explosion, so audio source, explosion sounds dot play. Here we go. If we hit the player, we're game over, but that's good. Then I need to set those up. One is on the enemy and one is on the... So enemy should have now... Where's the script? There's script. Enemy points. Wait, what? It doesn't have it. Probably have a compiler error again. See, there you go. Oh, it doesn't have a game over yet. Doesn't it? Public void game over. Ah, because there's a capital V there. Now it has a reference. That should work. Control Shift B. There we go. Let's see. There you go. Works perfectly fine. Let's go to Unity. Where are my Unity scripts there? The computer goes haywire. Oh, we went over the time, so let's hydrate and stretch. Okay, I didn't get to put all the audio in there. So can you, let's see, we are now at 10:36. I'm gonna give us until 40. Is that okay with you guys? Because I would say that's fair, right? So let me see. First save it. And then on my enemy, I have an audio source. I will have to add that audio source. It's okay, cool. I just want to make a little bit more interesting stuff because otherwise I will have nothing. And it will be the audio clip that we want to put on this. It was supposed to be the explosion, right? Yeah, explosion sound. So let's put the explosion on it and make sure that it's not too much of a loud thing because it was a little bit high in volume. So I'm going to turn that down to 0.5. There we go. Stereo panning, I will not touch that for now. That's not so necessary. And on my projectile, I need to have two audio sources actually. Audio source. So let's, so we have a fire sound. Let's put that first, alien shoot. And that should maybe also be like 0.5. And then put another audio clip on it, audio source on it. I hope that's allowed. I actually have no idea. And let's put the explosion on that one. There. And here now, then we can, if we collapse everything a little bit, then we make sure that the fire sound is this one and the other one is this one. There you go. Oh, wait, what? Explosion, right? Doesn't it work? Uh-oh. Okay, well, that doesn't work, so I guess the explosion is off the table, or I have to do it with different clips. I am not willing to go the extra mile right now, so I'm going to take this out to make sure that I don't have a problem with all the code. Yeah, come join us on the Discord if you're not there yet. This was pretty hectic, but I can already say that we could have it even more hectic if I have more redeems with crazy stuff that you can do, like invert the keyboard or whatever, change the language of the keyboard and stuff like that. You go crazy. You will not be able to find anything anymore. But yeah, I didn't want to do that right now. Anyway, I'm going to have to check this. So now we have only one audio source. Hopefully that works. Yep. Audio source alien shoots, and this one can be removed. Remove component, I don't need it. So there you go. Now let's see if it works. Oh, that was wow, that was loud. Okay, that was loud. And the projectile sound is already on, which I don't want. I forgot to take that off. Play on awake. No. No loop either. That's the same for... And I thought I changed the volume. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do that a lot lower anyway. Oh, no, that was not actually the shooting. That was the... It was the explosion, and that's on the, what was it, enemy. Patrick. That needs to really go down in volume. Patrick always comes in with a bang. Maybe hear it before. Oh, I don't know. Let's start it. And, oh, no, not play on awake. I almost forgot it again. Time? Okay, let's see. I want to see if it works, and then it's time. No, I have a null reference exception somewhere.
Written my last line.
Oh, man. I have a null reference now. I destroyed it at the end. I don't know where I destroyed it, but maybe we can show our friend Mimir Bytes first. I can see if
you go first.
No. I'm not gonna fix it anyway, so it's okay. But I'm gonna show you a little bit bigger. Here we go. You go just about full screen. There you go. Still have your camera.
So,
you get to go first.
okay. Yeah, basically, it's a bad example since the level is randomly generated and I need to disable the debug stuff.
Oh,
Let's see.
still look pretty cool. You can aim, and it's like a different type of space shooter. So you can destroy the level just to get to the objects, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And when
it reaches the bottom, your life goes down.
Yeah, that's the idea. You have like 100 HP.
Uh-huh.
When you die, a level and you lose screen should be shown. I can see if that's actually working. It doesn't let me.
I don't know what I destroyed on my own. That's a little bit of a shame.
And you see we have explosions and funny skulls flying around.
I would just give you one suggestion. That ball can also hit you.
Yeah, true.
Because now if you're just shooting, you can just shoot a million balls and you will hit them eventually.
Now there is a timer in between, so you can't just rapid fire.
Yeah, okay. The same as I have also. You cannot keep firing forever.
No, you have actually, there is a time delay, so you can't rapid fire.
So basically what you created now is a sort of mix-up between a Breakout clone together with a Space Invaders sort of thing.
Kind of. At least I tried.
Well, you did pretty damn amazing, I would say. I don't know about you guys, but within 3 hours, guys, what do you think of this? I would say this is pretty awesome.
It's still a little bit buggy.
I don't know if anybody's still actually actively watching, but I don't know. But I think Patrick was, because he was saying that it was only a few seconds anymore, and he was very actively telling us. So, Patrick, what do you think? How did he do? It's nice, right? I would say that too.
I mean, I even have random level generator. I built a random level generator. So what do you want more?
Well,
endless replayability.
Endless replayability. I would say that. I think that's a really, really, really good thing that you made there. I'm not sure if I can top that. I don't think so, especially because my build broke. So now I'm no longer able to actually hit the targets, which is a shame because it was working before. So let's see if I have a quick reference here.
It worked on my machine.
Well, the score was working. I think I need to have a quick look if that is allowed, that my game manager has a reference to the panel. Now that's the thing. Can I just do that? Just for
Sure.
for reference, otherwise it will never work. Okay, here we go. I have saved it, so let's see. Let's see if it works. Unfortunately, I do not have a level manager, but I destroyed the entire level.
Classic.
Looks pretty classic, right?
Space Invaders. Yeah.
And I still need to check
Looks
if... Oh, okay, I need to play it one more time because I want to see if I get destroyed when when one of the enemies, when the Patricks actually hit me. They will hit me pretty fast. Oh, cannot be null. So something is wrong here. I made a mistake there that I didn't check. What is that?
Ooh, bug.
Ah, the explosion sound on my enemy. I took it
And
out.
since you can't finish the game, since you can't die, you know,
Well, did you have a game over screen?
I have one.
Did it work?
It's
Because you didn't show
yeah,
us that.
I would have to drop like 100 enemies below me, which takes a while. But
Oh, you should
it
set the
works.
score a little lower.
The HP bar went down.
You should set that.
I can make the-
I can fix mine very easily, by the way. Or I should be able to.
Ah,
Okay, I have the audio source. I have the audio source.
give me like 5 HP, so
Okay, let's go.
let's see if it works.
I want to see. If this works, then I have a... Let's see. Then I also have a working...
I'm not 100% sure. That was like the last line I wrote.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see because I just forgot the audio source because I changed some stuff. Let's see if that actually kills me and I get a game over screen. It should. Haha! It does. It should stop the gameplay that I didn't fix yet, but I mean, we have a game over screen. It was just an audio source that was not there. So, it's all up to you guys. What- what-
There is it. Mine is working too.
Okay, so Patrick or whoever is still there, what do you guys think? Who is the winner here? Is it Godot or is it Unity or are we equal? Nah, that's not fair. You know, you should not have an equal. It's either a win or a lose.
Patrick.
I didn't draw any graphics, so for 230 I would say Mimir Bytes 610 and for Dragonspirit Games 410. Ah, so the winner is Mimir Bytes. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. I told you guys I'm not fast, so I'm already happy that I have a working game loop and it works as I intended. As the old style of Space Invaders, which is I think pretty cool. It has core, I have UI. I'm pretty stoked that I did that in so short a time. I never make anything in such a short time. So, and I wrote all the code.
Again.
Yeah, we should do that again one day, and maybe make something different.
Yeah.
Maybe we can include even other people, so we can do it like with 4 or 5. Let's see what we all come up with.
I mean, or could we be using different engines? That's kind of difficult.
Well, 5 different engines is going to be a bit much.
No, I mean, like one guy starts and does for like 2 hours, and then you give it to the next person.
Yeah, that's the thing that those guys did before.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those videos. I found them pretty funny.
Yeah,
And the creativity with the restrictions you have is quite funny.
yeah. Well,
It's basically the same here. We had those restrictions where we had to work with.
exactly. Well, I mean, those guys, I've seen them before. I also know they have their own courses. The only thing I know that they also had some bad things going on. People never got paid for what they did, and they basically got a lot of hits on their YouTube because of it. I don't want to go that route, so if ever anything like that happens, and for whatever reason, which I never think that will happen, my YouTube channel will start taking off, then that would mean that the ones who will also participate will actually get something from me. And that will not be immediately because it takes time for that to actually come in, of course. But know that I don't want to be unfair with people. If it makes us money, if doing those things, then you deserve a piece of the cut. That's basically how it should work in my eyes. And I don't remember the name of the bros. There were two brothers, Liam and Noel or something.
I have no idea, man. That's quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But anyway, we have an official winner, and it's Mimir Bites. So I can only say congratulations. And Godot is still the faster one to actually build something like this in, I guess. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean the difference. The difference wasn't that big. I mean, I had a ball which was bouncing away from walls as an extra.
yeah. So the ball bouncing that you did, and you could shoot with your mouse. You could aim. I cannot aim. I can just shoot basically straight up.
Enough.
And what I was going to do beyond this, if I had more time, was add different types of waves, so they fly differently, different types of enemy that have more points and all that stuff. Then you would have an amazingly cool game with more stuff in it, and could have been much better than it was right now. But I'm pretty stoked I got the main game loop for Space Invaders working
In 3 hours.
in 3 hours without using any sprites. That's also something I should say. I didn't use a single sprite.
I had to draw like a very basic tie set. I copy pasted your icon, the crosshair, and my skull head. I had to make.
Yeah. No, you did great.
The level generator also took the moment to. Wasn't really difficult, but to make it right and with the noise map and stuff.
Well, let me blow up the winner again so you guys can see the code a bit. Well, you will not see him so much, but you will see the code. Hopefully it's readable. I don't know.
Make it a little bit bigger. So basically, that's the whole like map generation.
That's pretty damn cool. I've never done map generation before. I've been looking into it, but I've never done it yet.
And the magic behind it is basically you have this noise map which you can configure in the editor, and then just say, give me the noise on the tile map coordinates.
Bring the noise!
And exactly, and then just check for a threshold.
Right.
And that's basically it.
Cool.
And then you have to give the tiles collision, and the free tile has to have like navigation if needed or so. And besides that, nothing really special.
Did you already do that before, like level generation? Did you ever use it?
I used it once in a prototype, and then there it worked pretty good, so I knew how to do it pretty quickly.
Right. So, unfair advantage.
Hey, I didn't copy-paste the code. I write every line by myself.
I believe you. I just, I never did anything like that, so of course I couldn't do anything.
Definitely try out some noise texture thingies. Also,
should.
shaders and stuff, they're pretty handy.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. I'm pretty glad that I got as far as I could get, but still, I mean, I could have gotten a lot further maybe with different waves and different types of enemies. But you know, me and the game engine, we are not the greatest friends sometimes, especially when it comes to UI. And I already had to restart once, which took about 15 minutes out of my time. So,
I had to restart like 5 times since Godot crashed 3 times, and then if I put in the editor a very specific character, when I mistype it, the editor kind of freezes. I don't know why that is, and you need to restart the engine.
Wow.
And that takes not even a minute. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Guys, I must also admit that it's the first time that I'm streaming to YouTube for over 40 viewers. I have not had that before, so I guess this idea really works for people and they really like it. And I must say, I'm also very stoked doing it. I felt really like the pressure of wanting to do it super fast, and then also making sure I write code the way I want to write it, so not like too messy. And it does something to me, because I really wanted to have something working, and that's really cool. I would say that and thank you for everybody who's watching, by the way, on YouTube, because it's a little quiet over on YouTube most of the time. Okay, Patrick, thank you again for being both on Twitch and on YouTube. But it's for me, it's something amazing that that I now have the chance to actually build something from start to finish, working, and having so many problems usually with what I'm making. It also gives me a good feeling, because
I wanted to see if I get away with the idea I had in my mind, since it was not really Space Invaders, it was kind of mix. I wanted to be like doing something.
That's true. If we have been very strict with having to make it a Space Invaders game, there was no way you would have won.
True.
It was not Space Invaders. It was basically like Breakout versus Space Invaders or something else, or like a simple space
like
shooter. Yeah. But
and
still,
I just wanted to like copy and paste it. I wanted to give it like the own touch or something.
yeah, that's also basically not creative. I didn't write any single copy pasted code. The only thing that I had was some help from Visual Studio 2026 that basically fills in some of the code. And I was going to write that myself too, but it does it faster than I can. So I'm just like, okay, this is correct. Okay, this is not. Then I have to change. But yeah, it was very nice to do this.
It was a lot of fun.
It was definitely a lot of fun, and I'm very happy I did it. It's funny because it didn't get us any followers, at least not me. But yeah, it's so cool to see people interacting with it, to see it, to have fun playing around with those things, and then feeling the pressure of you only have so little time. I should have a timer for myself in my screen as well, so I can actually see it, which I didn't have. So I had it only on the stream, so I didn't see a thing about how much time I still had left. I just figured, okay, I started around 8, so it cannot be much longer than 10:30. That's basically all I could. That's all I did.
I basically just ignored the time.
Yeah.
Until you said I had like 20 minutes, then I'm like, oh shit, I should back things up.
Yeah, I can totally imagine that. Well, this was absolutely super fun, and I mean, it's 11 p.m. for me, also for you, because you're in Switzerland, so we're on the same time zone as far as I know. So we just had an ad break, so we're no longer in ads. I would say I'm going to have to raid out to someone. And I did see, I think that Boolean went online just a second ago, but also David is online. He's making Be Positive, and now I understand why Incredible and David are gone. They were basically on their own stream. So, and they're working on, because for 14 days until GDC, so they have a lot of stuff to do. And that I can totally imagine. Yeah, I can totally imagine.
You're good, my man.
So, I'm going to figure out, is it going to be Boolean or I've been raiding David quite a few times, I guess.
I'm for Boolean.
I think I'm going to go raid Boolean indeed, because it's been a while since I did that. So,
yeah, that's good.
See, not exclamation mark. I always do that wrong. Raid Boolean. I think I wrote it correctly. Let me check for 1 second. No, Boolean with a U. He writes it wrong, so that's why I'm getting confused. And with that, I would like to say to everybody, thank you so much for being here today. It was an amazing experience for me to do something like this. I might do it more often. Not every week, of course. Next week is already going to be the next indie appreciation stream. So come up with your indie games, guys. Come up with your indie games and show me what else you guys have that I could play, so that I could actually go and do that. We still have a week, so anything you have that we haven't played yet, go ahead and send it to me, and I will make sure that it gets put on the list. So with that, I should say good night, and you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, that is stop streaming. We should still be together here. Right, he's still starting, so we're on time.
Good to see you. It's Lou, Rudy. You have great sleep. Amy, good to see you as always. Did I miss? Lou, I think you said we started a new job, so probably. Hey, how do you see ya? Works like you get some